you know what else would look good? We started doing that with it. Yeah, there you go. My FPS. Like, I've noticed in this build, when you change the time of day or the weather, it does that for a few seconds. It never used to do that. I think there's a bug they need to patch though. Mr. Helipilot, good morning to you. We're in Amsterdam, mate, in case you're wondering. There's an awful lot of autogen it has to load around here. You sometimes get these little, like, see that, like a stitching between the water tiles? You sometimes see these little things. How many FPS do you get? Right now... Oh god, I pressed the wrong button again. Stop. Okay, right now I'm getting 46 FPS, 47. Bear in mind that I am playing in 21:9 resolution, like ratio. So I'm playing 2560 by 1080, rendering somewhere between high-end and ultra, recording and streaming and encoding in OBS. My machine is doing a lot of work right now. Yeah, all on one machine, exactly. No, I don't have dual PC setup. I used to. I hate that. You also don't forget you have no add-ons installed to might bring FPS down. Well, I don't know about that. That's speculation at this stage. Is Track AR not going to be active at launch? Track AR is active. I have it paused right now. If I unpause it... There you go, see? Well, it was working.
Oh,
That's just decided to stop. There you go. King Awesome will be having different versions of the game affect multiplayer as far as ATC and how outputs work, like Premium and I have Basic. I don't know actually about that, King Awesome. So it's a good question. I mean, I would have thought that, like, if we're playing multiplayer and you have a default airport and I have a premium airport, then the taxiways and the runways are all going to be there. You're just going to have different levels of fidelity, right? I'm going to have to exit Track IR and hope that this does not crash my sim. But no, Track IR has been working since the beta build. It wasn't in the alpha build, but it was in the beta build. Are you gonna watch the Afro runways? Nope. I don't really like Barcelona. I'm not that bothered about missing Barcelona. Sorry, let me make that clear. I love Barcelona, the city. I just don't like the racetrack. So I think Amsterdam looks pretty darn good, to be honest with you. Barcelona, the track just feels like a series of connected roundabouts to me. I just don't like it. See, now we've flown around Amsterdam a bit, right? The FPS is a lot smoother. And I think the reason for that is that it's not having to stream tiles that we're flying into anymore. It's already cached it. And I think that's another important aspect of the FPS. Like, if you basically fly into new tiles, it is going to have to download that stuff. But once you've got it cached, it works a lot better. The detail on that down there is pretty immense. Look at that. That's pretty good. YLTV, the Trobe Valley in Victoria, Australia, gorgeous countryside. YLTV. I'll try and remember that for later. Right, let's go to another airport. I think my my track IR has gone a bit wonky. One sec. Yeah, my track IR is actually working, but the sim is not picking it up now. I think something broke in the connection between track IR and the sim. I think I bounced the sim. We'll go to another airport. So if we bring this list in, we're going to go to Cape Town, FACT, and that's a fact. Have you experienced any weather phenomena? Nope. Coops, welcome back. All airports in the game, yeah. Like, was it something like 47 or 37,000 airports are in the game? Guys, while that loads, I'm just going to nip for a bio break. I shall be right back. Ugh. I'm back. Welcome back, chair warmer. Where can you get the screenshot of the airport names? It's on a few websites I've seen. It was created by Microsoft. We're going to Cape Town. Working our way through these premium airports. What camera do you use? Exclamation mark specs, Stephen. Will take you to my studio equipment. Achievements. Oh man. You know, like on Xbox, you get these like pop-up achievement noises. You literally get them when you've got the Windows Store version. Like I got one yesterday. What was it? It popped up and said something like, "You've flown 600 miles on autopilot," or something like that. It was like, really? Yeah, look, Ma, no hands. That was it. I'm kind of hoping I can turn off the achievement notification pop-up. Mr. Ranky, welcome back. Yeah, FS Economy works. If you install SimConnect and then change the... When it asks you for the server, you put localhost port 500 and you can connect and it works fine.
Oral warning, okay.
Right, tracker else back anyway. You can turn off game notifications in the Xbox game bar settings. Thank you, I will do that. Right, well, welcome to Cape Town, which is included in the deluxe edition, I think it is.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Is Tracker working good? Yes. Yeah, Tracker works absolutely fine. Just be aware that Track.io works in drone camera and external camera, like all the cameras it works in. So make sure you've got a pause button. Calmer than Karma, thank you for subbing. It's pretty impressive detail going on though. Every office space empty. Is that like a fake Volvo or something? Impressive. It gets released on the 18th, bro. Mr. Zyke, thank you very much for subbing. Some nice detail over here. Okay. That's definitely a Renault. That is 100% a Renault truck. Polygon Fuel. That should be their name. You should say on the side, Polygon Fuel. That'd be great. I hope that that's an emergency exit rather than the staircase they have to climb every day for ATC.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Look at this. They watch Sky Sports while they're doing ATC. Outrageous. Silverwolf, thank you for subbing. I do watch F1, yeah, but not today. This has got some lovely detail on it. It's a very odd-looking structure. What's all that about?
Aye, 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 aye.
Used Cows, thank you for the work. Thank you for the support, Used Cows. Couldn't do it without support, mate. I like these terminal buildings. The west is Table Mountain. Is it worth taking off to the west and having a look? Is it scenic or...
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Oops.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Rip that guy. Yes, it's very pretty. Which way is west from here? That's 1-6. It's approximately south.
Nutter.
Which means that's west. Is that Table Mountain though? Alright, let's have a quick look. Set our arrow, set the heading indicator to west. What kind of altitude do we need up there? $5,000? 3,500 feet. What to get over the top of it? 295 degrees. Alright, let's try 295 then. This thing takes off so quickly. That's pretty detailed, look at that. That is very well done. Would you say the TBM is more solid out of the default planes? I've not tried them all since the preview build. Like, they're all working a lot better in this final build. Well, I'm getting like buttery 60 FPS around here. This is fantastic. I take it that's it right there. No, this is not ultra. No, what I do is I go to high end and then I tune a few things towards ultra. Oh look, the proverbial golf course. VSync on. No, what I do is I 1 second. I turn VSync off and I have a tool called Reaver Tuner Statistics. If you watch my video today on camera settings, I literally talk about this stuff and I use Reaver Tuner in there, and I give you a link in the video description to download it. And I use that to lock 60 FPS, and then I turn VSync off in this, and it just behaves better. Mr. Durka, how you doing, mate? Larry B, 84 months. Are you sure this altitude's enough? This looks awfully close to me. I'm just going to go a little bit off. I was going to use AMD FreeSync instead of in-game VSync. Yeah, you can use the FreeSync. Just do whatever works best. There you go, mate. Tabletop mountain for you. Wait, there are actually people who live up here. That's insane. Anyone multiple today? Not planning it, you know. You said hello earlier, but nobody was. Oh, sorry, mate. I honestly didn't see that. I would never ignore you. You know that. Hope you're having a good day. So, if Langeveld is pleased with South Africa, it must be good. And presumably, Durka, you know this area too well as well. Ranky, thank you for the bits. You can attest to this one as well. Camps Bay down the very wealthy suburb. They added a D10 stadium. Some of the stadiums I've seen, like if you go to one of the cities where they've basically added custom scenery, like they've gone into some cities and added custom buildings, like my Panama video. But in other places, like I flew over Edinburgh, and the whole Murrayfield Stadium was just flat. So it very much depends on whether they've actually gone in there and done it. Like I don't think the AI can extrapolate custom buildings like stadiums. So I think it requires somebody to go in there and add one. So you'll find this as you fly around. It's a little bit hit and miss. Like this is extremely detailed. Whereas if you fly maybe some places in India, it's like you can see that the satellite imagery is just not as good. It kind of depends on, I think, what they get from the satellite. If they get good imagery, the AI can do a good auto-gen job of it. But if they get kind of blurry imagery, those tiles are never going to look fantastic. And so it is, you know, a little bit hit and miss. But here's the thing, right? Because of the way they've done this, if they get updated satellite images from someone, they can just push them into the sim, generate the autogen, push that out to you, and the next time you fly over it, you're going to have better scenery. And that is such a cool concept. We fly over the airport. We just came from the airport. Where is it? Hang on. We just came from there, Durka. I did a big drone cam around it. What, fact? You want to fly to fact? Yeah, that's all right. But if you skip the stream back about 10 or 15 minutes, we spawned in here, had a good fly around and had a look around, and then took off. Because what I'm doing is I'm working my way through these. What's it gone? Lost the image. Working my way through these. These are the deluxe and the premium airports. So skip all we just did. Cairo we did. We're on Cape Town. Next one we're going to go and look at Chicago O'Hare. To see what you get for your money. But yeah, this is a nice area to fly around. It's detailed, but the FPS is really, really good. All cities rendered from big maps. Yep. I mean, if you'd have gone back 10 years, I don't think this would have even been possible. I just don't think they'd have had satellite imagery for the world at that point. It's to a level where you could do this. You recognize the airport? Namibia. Yeah, I want to go to Namibia. The wine lands are to your right. Okay, give me a compass, Rose. Give me a heading. East. Yeah, in tomorrow's video, Crazy, I'll show you how to fly exactly to your house. It does involve editing a file with Notepad, but it will basically let you fly exactly to your house easily. Oh, sorry, 100. Is this where all the South African wine comes from? I do like South African wine, actually. I like South American wines and I like South African wines. My internet speed. I think it's like 300 down, 80 up. The best. That's pretty well done as well. Look at that. Crikey. No, BT Infinity 2 or something. There's an awful lot of fields here. I'm guessing this is like some kind of fertile land. Felico, welcome back. Beastly Greg, thank you for 73. I'm gonna sneeze. Also gonna drink a cup of tea. Got Fash and Faf. Faf-K. Faf-K. It does look amazing, doesn't it? Like, it's kind of mind-blowing how good it looks. It looks like they've managed to get some really good ortho for South Africa. Even these mountains look fantastic. Oops, wrong button. I wish the VFR map included altitudes. You can put the ISO lines on, or the contour lines. I don't know why they're called ISO lines, but it would be nice is if you move your mouse around here, it could show you like altitude points, or if it like colored it in a bit better. I think they can probably do a bit more with that. They've got the information. Oh, these mountains are pretty good. How long does it take to download? I can't remember. It's like a 100 gig download. I mean, if you're trying to download it on Tuesday, you might have a different experience, but it probably took me like less than an hour, like 40 minutes maybe, to get it all downloaded and unpacked. It's 95 gigabytes, the package. No, it's not 150. Where are you getting this number from? You download the installer, which is about 2 gig, and then the download after that is about 95 gig, and then it unpacks to about somewhere around 120 to 140. Well, I think they also do like a DVD version as well for those of you with really bad internet. Yeah, they recommend 150, of course they do, because that's a bit of cache as well. But what you can do is set up your own rolling cache. Like, I pointed all that stuff out in my first video. Set up a rolling cache somewhere on a different drive. Would you prefer Steam and Microsoft? I'm really agnostic about it, to be honest. What? Is this a dam? That looks like a dam to me. They're definitely controlling the water flow, whatever they're doing. Does it have a built-in alternative to Navigraph? No. Thank you, nice Roberts. We aim for a fairly chill stream. No, though, this is not the preview build. This is the release build now. Your favourite flight route so far? Dude, I've had... Even in the short time that I've probably been playing this thing, I've had a lot of memories. I reckon there will be a day one patch, yeah. I reckon so. Right, I think we should go to the next airport on the list, which is O'Hare, Chicago. K-O-R-D. That was good. That was really good. That entire area is done very well. Are there any events like storms or engine fail? Yep. So in your options, is it in assistance or general? I can't remember. General. Actually, I think it might be when you set up the flight. 1 second. So you go to the failures tab here, and you can basically, you know, it depends on what you want. You can have a fire happen, failing minutes. So you can basically say like somewhere between 40 minutes and 60 minutes into this flight, I want you to have a fire. And so you'll be flying along and then all of a sudden there'll be a fire and you can arm it there. So if you want that kind of stuff, you can do it. There aren't like a huge amount of failures at the moment, but they're all there. Like, I would like to see more subtle ones, like a landing gear failure, right? You can't extend or retract the landing gear, or maybe, I don't know, the attitude indicator fails. You know what I mean? I'd like to see something like that, like subtle stuff, which is really hard to spot. I don't think so, Jack. Well, what I mean by subtle is most people don't notice a landing gear failure. Whereas like a fire, you notice because the alarm's screaming in your face. But a landing gear, people press landing gear down. And then if they don't check for 3 green, they just assume the gear's down. That's what I mean by subtle. Not like physically small. I mean, it's subtle because you may notice it or you may not. I don't think so, Unreal. I have it on the Microsoft Store. Microsoft gave me a key. Is Navigraph worth €9 a month for charts, and does it cover every airport? I pay for it. I like it. I've paid for it for like 3 or 4 years now. There are alternatives. Go to Chamonix to fly over Mont Blanc. Interesting. Will MS update the nav data? Yeah, so they've signed a license agreement with a company that will push your new rack data to you every 28 days. So you won't need to subscribe to, for example, Navigraph data, but you might want to get charts. But then if you use something like SimBrief, that needs up-to-date data as well. And you can link your Navigraph account to your SimBrief account, and it'll pull AirRack from that.
Oral warning, okay.
Let's collapse that. Well, this is a bit frame tanky at the moment. Let's give it a minute to load. I think this is the first time I've spawned into Chicago O'Hare on this sim version. I think it's literally downloading content right now. You like Sky Vector? Yeah, you can get live traffic in your sim. Okay, so this is included in the deluxe edition. So we're on 2.8 right. There's 2.8 center and 2.8 left. And then just for good measure, 2.2 left going down the front. This place is crazy. It is a big airport, yeah. And then we've got the other half over here. And this place is so big. Two 7 left, 2 7 right, and then 2 2 right, cutting across. They've got all the bases covered here. They can pretty much land in like any wind condition. I like how they've got these like lakes and stuff. No wonder this took a while to load. I mean, if you ever fly to Chicago in the sim, I suggest you spawn in Chicago before you do that. I wouldn't want to load the scenery for this thing on approach. Yeah, again, like, you've got like a car park that's just full of hundreds of 3D rendered cars. Look at the detail. Yeah, this is one of the handcrafted ones. But yeah. I take it that's the skyline in the distance. I think we should take off and fly over there. Rental cars. Probably the car park. And then when you get right in, the detail's unbelievable. Like individual shadowing on stuff, look. That lamppost there, shadowed. That road's just a JPEG, look. You hope we get liveries. I'm sure we'll get liveries at some point. That's just crazy. Is that the Hilton? Like, from this level, you can just see how stuff's organized. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like all the taxiways are there, all the markings are there. It's really well done. I mean, you can pick holes in this, but it's pretty darn good. Yes, this is a very busy airport. What the heck is this? Where's all the trailers?
Welcome back, Nutter.
Alright, let's take off and fly to the, is it the north for this city? Oof.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
The skyline was up towards the northeast, I think. Wait, it's southeast from the airport? Really? Yeah, you're right. Flash Ashy, thank you for subbing. Let's unpause my track IR.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Blue Wing, thank you for subbing. What the? Something weird going on there. Look at the center screen showing the actual airport. That's crazy. A speed bump, yeah. I think the AI just buzzed the tower then. There we go. Let's go and see what downtown looks like. Captain Nelson, thank you for 2 months. This is somewhere you'll probably see a bit stuttery because it is loading this scenery. I've not flown here. Scenery popping. You're gonna get it because it's streaming it live. It also depends on your settings as to how far it draws before it blends it in. No, I didn't. I turned the live traffic off for now. Big Bates, thank you for subbing. If you've got a rolling cache set up, the next time you fly here, it won't have to download it. Flight Sim's more commercial. Do you have any fighter jets? They specifically said this is commercial Flight Sim, not military. They have no intention of doing military. That being said, a third-party developer could easily add a military aircraft in, but Microsoft won't be focusing on that stuff. Like, the idea of adding guns and stuff is not something they're going to do. There's a lot of trees here. Oh my god. You turn the inertial separator on after takeoff. Yeah, so the inertial separator is on while you're on the ground, and it stops the engine from sucking up rubbish into the engine compartment. So you basically turn it off when you get airborne and turn it back on again before you land. Where are we? Chicago. If you go to can we actually sit from here? General data. Scroll down here. At the bottom of the data tab on general, I do go through this in my first video, by the way. You can set a rolling cache here, and then you can set the size of it and the location of it. I strongly suggest you set something up. Ideally, put this on an SSD. And then here it tells you how much data it's currently consumed. So it resets on the first day of the month, and it's currently pulled in 5 gig. And you can set the bandwidth limit as well. Zogot, thank you for subbing. Is there a notable performance gain on release build? Not a huge one. In the release build, you can definitely see they've fixed a lot of the avionics stuff. Like, you know, the Airbus doing this or doing that. They've fixed a lot of that. My bandwidth, I put it on unlimited, but I have like a 300 megabit download. That's cool. Warriors. How do you think a performance cache should work on a non-SSD? I have no idea. I'm just recommending, like Microsoft recommends that you put it on an SSD. United Center. So they got some custom buildings going on here. Home of the goats. What does GOAT stand for? That's a pretty cool skyline. Yeah, we've got a stadium. Mickey Learjet, thank you for the bits. Have you checked out the Boeing factory? I went to Renton and I didn't go north to the big factory though. Wow, actually like tanker ships? I don't know Chicago that well. I rely on you guys to say whether that's realistic or not. Looks pretty decent. The pier looks cool. I mean, I think, considering like this comes bundled with the sim, this is pretty good. Right, Arsenal, think of 38 months. I mean, we just flew over Cape Town and now Chicago, and they both look pretty darn good. There's another stadium there, look. Oh, it's a baseball stadium. This looks like something out of City Skylines to me. Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs. Ah. Is there anything else worth looking at in Chicago, or should we pop off to Madrid? Last time I went to Madrid, it was an FPS killer. Where's the park? No idea. Lake Michigan is actually massive. Okay, main menu. So we shall go to Adolfo Suarez Madrid, Barajas Airport, LEMD. Do you think it's faff that you have to go to the main menu to change location? Yes. I understand the way the game works is it bases everything on a flight, because what's happening behind the scenes is when you finish a flight, whether you get there or whether you leave, it's logging it all in your pilot log. So it kind of makes you come out again rather than jump to a different location. Voltsime, I kind of assumed that would be the case. I don't like Barcelona track. It is a boring track. Yeah, but X-Plane doesn't log your flights, does it? It doesn't log them in a pilot log. In this, you have a pilot log. It's going to be a fun day at work, Neverine. You getting plenty done? No, you can fly around wherever you want. There's no restriction. Freedom is one of the things that they wanted. Can you start meta like challenges? You actually can. The way to do it is when you're picking a place to start. If you pick a waypoint, then you can pick the altitude. I'll show you in a minute. I don't use it much, but you can do it. West of the airport has hills and water. Good to know. Actually, I've not flown to Moscow. Yeah, tutorial 3 is quite an important one because it covers cameras. And therefore it's pretty essential. Like peripherals and cameras are pretty important. What on earth is that?
Aural warning, okay.
They've got some really weird green patches at this airport. Is this the new one? Madrid is in the deluxe edition. Blimey, it's like quite an open plan. It's like a giant car park for planes. This guy looks like he's got a bit close to me. I think he should be a little bit further back. Is this Michael's flight sim? Yep. Out of Puerto Adolfo Suarez, Madrid. Who was Adolfo Suarez anyway? What significance did he have? Do I think the deluxe premium's worth the content? I honestly, that's a decision for you, not me. All I can do is show you stuff. I get that the green parts exist in real life, but why is my question. Like, why did they paint this stuff bright green? It kind of looks weird, but it must serve a purpose. Like, they didn't accidentally paint it bright green. The amount of detail that you see in ground vehicles and stuff, you can actually set that in the options. So if you find yourself getting FPS issues, you can kind of reduce the amount of ground handling equipment and staff and that kind of thing. I mean, this is like a whole other section going on over here. Look at this. What is this? Oh, they've got some kind of like... Is that the road network coming in here? Look. Like a road ramp. As if they put cars under here. Like, you would literally never, ever see these cars unless you flew a drone cam here. There's no way you'd ever see them. That's nuts. Look at that. Is this T4? It's very modern. Giant car park sections. But yeah, that whole area there has more or less its own kind of section, like as if this was built later, just added on. As if there's a bus on the runway. Look at this. V1. Rotate. Oh, hang on. No, he's aborted takeoff. He's decided he can't... He didn't get enough speed. Dude, get off the runway. Oh my god. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I think it was this way. Brave. Wait a minute. United? Interesting. Normally the liveries have nothing on them. What's going on here? That is really nicely done, that. Look at that. Just that terminal alone. United got a license. Did they? Did they indeed? Funny how I don't see a livery for it. You can't choose a livery for it yet. I mean, look at this. They even put, like, the uprights. The detail here is unbelievable. Like, somebody had to model this thing. What's the flickering? What flickering? What gets me is like the amount of baggage cars they put out. Look at that. Like, really? Look at this. If you're wondering what your FPS is going at Madrid, it's probably going on this. On these wonderfully reflective metal cargo bays. Cargo boxes, look at that. Hey, that's a bit posh. It looks like ATC, during their coffee break, gets to go outside and play crazy golf. That's pretty good. Did you read the labels on the luggage boxes? No. It just said, like, simulator, flight and co. They should totally get the license to put real stuff on here. It's pretty impressive. You'd say all Amazon. Yeah, this is one of the handmade ones. This guy looks like that English boxer, Wilder. Okay, whatever. I love it when people come into my chat and talk about me in third person. As if I'm not here. Hey, this guy here looks like Wilder, that boxer. Okay. Tyson Fury. Wilder's black. Ray Arsenal, thank you for 38 months. I look like an improved Beckham. Look anything like David Beckham. Hang on, let's put the track out. Looks like the detail continues outside of the airport. I don't know much about Madrid, do you? I should probably change course slightly. The whole geek boy. Those 4 towers? Wait, is this for real? Somebody should have a word with either the architect or the builder. You what, mate? Imagine working in that building. Like, you want to stick something on the wall, and the wall's like that. Like, it looks good, but this is a really annoying building to work in because I feel like everybody has to stand like this. Gives new meaning to a lean-to. It models some of the Stadium Real's home ground. Nice. I'm guessing this is photogrammetry. It looks detailed enough to be photogrammetry to me. Let me slow down a bit. Let's get some lighting change. There you go. Probably freeze in a second now. Do you have a fast jet? What do you mean? What's with the Smarties down there? Yeah, this is definitely photogrammetry. Absolutely. There's an absolute ton of detail here. Oh my god. Wait, what's that? How's the FPS now? Well, given the amount of detail going on and it's still pulling it in, it's not going to be superb. I'm getting like 33 now, 35, hovering around that mark. Can you pause the game? Yeah, so on your keyboard, or you've got the scroll lock key, to the right of that, there's a key that says pause break on it. If you press that key, it gives you like a live pause in the sim. And what I mean by a live pause is you can pause it, but you can still operate the aircraft. So you can make adjustments and stuff. There's an awful lot to draw here. This is insane. This is Madrid. This is properly detailed. What's photogrammetry, Dave? Well, you've got like your satellite imagery, which obviously comes from satellites. And then you've got aerial photogrammetry, which is like literally people fly around in a plane with a camera, a special camera. And it basically like films at a low level all the detail. And then they pull that in and process it and turn it into buildings and stuff. So anywhere where they've got photogrammetry, it's like way more detailed. You think the plane's going too fast? We're doing 180 knots, which for a turbojet is not fast. Sorry, turboprop. It's starting to get smoother now because I think it's loaded a lot of the stuff in now. So we're not like pulling data and disassembling it on the fly. So it's smoothed out a bit. Turboprops are your favourite? They are pretty good. Very expensive though. A plane like this consumes fuel pretty quickly. Right, what's next on the list? Right, so that is, we've seen all of the deluxe. Now we're on to premium now. Premium deluxe. So we'll go over to Denver, K-Den. How quickly does the cache fill up? Let me have a look at my settings. CMSF cache is where I put it. Okay, so there you go. What it's basically done is whatever size you give it, it's created a file that size. So it's a bit like a Windows page file. So I don't know how much of this it's actually using, but it's created a 500 gig file on my hard drive. As if there's like a little fly buzzing around. Go away. What plane did you do your pilot training in? You're learning in a P-92 Eaglet and a 172. So I learned to fly in a Robin HR200. In this game, if you spawn in the Robin DR400, that's basically like a big brother version of what I learned in. It's a nice plane. Just about fit me. If I was any taller, literally my head would be in the roof. I then, after I got my PPL, I trained on the Piper Alpha Warrior 2, which is a plane that I really enjoy. And I also tried a 172. I didn't like the Cessna 172s at first, but that's because it was an overwing rather than underwing, and they fly very differently. So I don't know, I went back to the 172, and now I enjoy it. At first, I didn't enjoy it, but I do now. It's weird. I'm 6'3", or about 1.85 meters. I can't remember. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 videos online of me flying where I was doing circuits I recorded. Have you been to Hell's Con of the Sim? No.
Oral warning, okay.
Okay, welcome to Denver. The 172 was really clunky my first flight. I use it now. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a weird one. At first, I just hated the 172. It felt like I was flying a bus. But then I came to appreciate some of its aspects. Like, its ability to glide is unbelievable. And its ability to take off and land on short airfields is really, really good. And also, I really enjoy the headroom. The 172 has so much headroom. It's properly comfortable inside. I still don't like the seat belting system, though. Wait, why do I feel like it spawned as like a mile away from the airfield? Okay. So we're going for a quick flight. Yeah, it's like being at Schiphol again, look at it. Is this like the de-icing bay or something? This is Denver runway. It's a mile away. It takes 30 minutes to leave. Oh my god. Have they got some kind of underground transport system going on here? I wonder. They do. Yeah, I kind of figured they did. It looks a little bit too clean and tidy on the top, though. Underground train that connects all 3 terminals. Wow, that's a car park. I'm guessing this is like your short stay car park. How many cars? This guy's parked a bit weirdly, look. I think somebody needs to come in and just lower that section. Oh, there you go. They immediately patched it as I spoke. Obviously, Microsoft are watching right now, and they just came in and patched it. GG. Fixed. The fastest bug fix I've ever seen. Whoa! Did you see that? Hang on. We need another vehicle to come up here. There it is. One of the vehicles. What the? That's pretty cool. Little bit of pathing problem going on here. I tell you what, I love the detail on this. Look at this. GRG, welcome back, sir. Saberdog, thank you for 47. More huge car parks. Oh, that's nice. That's quite a nice terminal building. Ignore the flying car. Somebody needs to adjust something here. Is it possible to go inside? I don't believe so. Like, very rarely do they model the inside of buildings, so you're never going to see it. Is this all part of the same thing? Blimey. I'm guessing this is like logistics? Freight stuff? Oh no, hang on, what's this? Oh, it's construction. It's a massive construction area. Blimey, there's like another runway. Oh my god. Why is the runway so incredibly far away from the tower? More construction going on here, look. Remind me not to fly to Denver, because it looks like you'll have to do a massive taxi. In Colorado, though, there's room to do that. Yep. Oh, they've got a massive flat area to build. Look at this. This is a long stay car park. You know, where you bring your car in and then get the bus. For like 20 minutes. And then there's another car park over here just for good measure. I like the way they've kind of scattered the cars out. Like, they're not just parked in, like, uniform blocks. They're kind of randomly scattered. Where's the actual city centre around here? West. I guess we can go and have a quick look. Thanks. It's pretty much straight ahead then. Go west about 250. Alright. Yeah, we're looking at all the premium airports and then we'll do more sightseeing later. Oh my god, the mouse wheel scroll is annoying. I'll do. Full Metal Dragon, take 53. Right, we're on heading hold. Altitude hold. I'll do. Maybe you can understand the wheel from zooming in the options. Yeah, you can, but then when you want to zoom in the cockpit, it's kind of handy, so I'll have to figure out a different solution. I mean, the real way I should be doing it is to just go to the instrument views and just do that. That's the way to do it. Sensibly. Hey, Blue Army. Florida, thank you very much for subbing. I don't see the city yet. Big Mick, thank you for subbing, sir. Welcome. We're on 250 at the moment. Or is it like over here somewhere then? How long does it take to rebind everything to custom controls? Not a massive amount of time, to be honest. A lot of the Stream Deck buttons I have set up just use the inbuilt mappings anyway, so I didn't change that much. The Warthog, most of it is set up okay. You'll kind of figure it out as you go along. Just do it a stage at a time. Well, we're flying on 250 at the moment. I can see the city skyline there. I'm thinking I should turn left a bit. They built the airport super far away for Denver as an airport to expand, city to expand. Lol. So they built it really far away thinking it would expand, but it never did. That's really inconvenient. Maybe like intercept this water and then turn left. The previous Denver airport got surrounded by the city and couldn't grow. I have no idea, Goldfish. I ever looked up ENVR. It was killed a few people back in the days to wins. Nope. Are you ever going to do a fly around the world flight? I don't know. It wouldn't be very like if you jumped in the Dreamliner, you could probably do it in like a couple of hops. There you go, flew around the world. Yay! Yeah, we're going downtown now. You're doing the highest points in every country in the world. Screenshot. Lol. Block Gaming, thank you for subbing. What's this factory here? Do you know, like in X-Plane, I've generated my own custom scenery in X-Plane, and satellite imagery you can get, trees to some extent, auto-gen, you're never going to get it look like this. This is amazing. A sewage plant, is that what it was?